Welcome to West Coast Wednesday here on Prospectors Radio with Kathleen Biffle, Rich Cooley, Scott Swiftwater Tony, Indiana Gold Hunter, Dennis Dayton, and your host, Tim Grimes. We hope you enjoy the show, and thanks again for listening.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another West Coast Wednesday right here on Prospector Radio. I'm your host, Tim Grimes, and joining me tonight, I got the crew here as always. First off, we got Mr. Rich Cooley. What's going on, Rich?
Oh, not much. How's everyone this evening?
Doing good, man. What have you been doing since Sunday?
Oh, nothing really. Just, I've been working on stuff for a neighbor.
Oh, did you get any of your smoker stuff?
Well, he actually got a snowblower at an auction for $40, a Husqvarna.
Oh, okay.
So I've been getting it running and fixed up and find out what was wrong with it and
now is this the
getting
neighbor?
it back together.
Yeah, is this the neighbor like Kathleen said?
Yes, it is.
It's the
yes,
neighbor.
it is.
Okay, got it. So you
neighbor.
You haven't been smoking your meat yet? None of that?
No, I haven't got any stuff in the mail yet.
Oh, you did order?
I ordered the stuff, but it hasn't arrived, so I need
okay.
to make a phone call tomorrow and tell them I'm not happy about the situation and get my stuff here.
That's right, because you're ready to do some smoking. So,
yep.
Man, they're holding you up, Rich.
I'm hoping if the weather's nice over the weekend, if we get in the 40s, I might get the smoker out and fire it up and at least get it prepped,
Get it burned in.
Get it
so
seasoned. Yeah, I got to get it seasoned.
Right, exactly.
Just like you season a gold pan, you got to season your smoker
Got to
also.
season your smoker for smoking your meat. That is cool. That's pretty cool, man. I'm happy for
Pretty
you.
much same thing.
Same thing. Got to season about everything, it seems like, don't it? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, cool, man.
And then, of course, we'll be having a guest Sunday night, so that'll be awesome.
Right. So you won't be doing Cooley's Corner Sunday then, right?
Nope, no Cooley's Corner Sunday night because we have metal detectors, our guests.
So, okay, cool. But
everybody will have to tune in for her.
But the next week, you will be back with Cooley's Corner.
Oh, yeah. I'll be back with Cooley's Corner.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah, definitely, which we always enjoy. And you don't know what it's going to be yet, so I know.
Nope, not yet. I do spur-of-the-moment stuff. And usually somebody will send me a request, and then I'll do the legwork on it, and
right.
That'll be it.
And we'd like to keep them a little surprised anyway, right? So,
Yep. So if anybody got any suggestions, just put it in my inbox in there and on the site. Go to my inbox, send me a request in there, or go up to the suggestion box up the top of the screen. Hit that tab, go in and write a suggestion, because I usually check that once or twice a week.
Okay.
So put your suggestions in there, and we can go from there.
Heck yeah, perfect, brother. I like it. So easy,
So easy.
So easy.
Easy peasy, as you say.
That's right. So simple, a caveman could do it. Even Scott could do it. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Very nice. Awesome, Rich. Well, I'm glad you made it, brother. I know you can't stick around, but
nope.
But you're here for the intro.
Thanks for having me, and we'll talk to you guys Sunday night.
All right, we'll talk to you Sunday, brother. Take care.
All right. You guys take care.
All right, bye, buddy. All right, also joining us, we got our very own Miss Kathleen Biffle. What's happening, Kathleen?
Hi, everyone.
How are you?
Well, just getting over sickness, and then a household full of sick people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you like Lysoling everything like crazy to?
Yeah, I've got my essential oils out.
Oh, wait a minute. There's an oil for that?
There is.
Is there? That acts like a disinfectant kind of thing?
Actually, yes. Lemongrass does, tea tree, citronella. That all has some purification properties to it.
Wow, interesting. I didn't know that, see? And just like I always say every week, don't forget, if you'd like to purchase some of these fine essential oils, look, you can even disinfect with them. You could purchase some.
Actually, when my koi get the little ulcers on them, because of bacteria, sometimes they get that over the summer, we put tea tree oil in the water, and it clears it right up.
Oh, see? Now,
good enough for the koi, it's good enough for you.
That's right. That's right. It will heal you, too. So be sure and check out Kathleen's website. I'm sure Shad's going to post a link in the chat room. There it is. See? It's perfect. So you could...
Or you could just, reach out to me on Messenger, and I can...
There you go. And see, somebody said tea tree oil is amazing stuff. I never even
heard
of it.
It smells amazing. It just is amazing.
Tea tree oil.
Tea tree. Or Melaleuca, I think, is another name for it.
But that stuff actually can kill germs, so that's cool.
Yeah.
In Donald Knox, there's oils that will help make your Keen 140S purr and run well.
That's right.
Contact Kathleen.
That's right. Contact Kathleen. She's got an oil for it.
It's called oil.
It's called Pennzoil.
There's your slogan for your oils. Koi tested, buffalo approved.
There you go.
Oh, that's perfect. There you go. Awesome. So, other than being sick, Kathleen, what have you been up to?
Getting back to work. Mm-hmm. You know, we've been off, and Mom's doing really well.
That was my next question. How is your mom doing? Good. That's good to know.
Mm-hmm. Recovering still at my sister's because she really can't be left alone yet.
Right.
So that's been an adventure.
Mm-hmm. But she is doing good.
Yeah, she's the turning back into her feisty self.
Yeah. Well, that's what you wanted, right? Of course.
Yeah, I'm very, very thankful.
Yes, of course you are. I know that. That's great.
Thanks again, all of you who for the kind words and thoughts and prayers. It really helped.
Awesome. That's great. Well, we're glad. Definitely glad. So no boot.
No boot.
Boot's gone.
Today, I drove myself to work.
No.
It's been like 2.5 months.
I know,
I thought
I was
going to forget how to drive.
It seems like it's been longer than that.
I know.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. Shad's like, thank God.
The Uber driver, Shad.
So now I'm just waiting for the next warm spell, and I can safely go prospecting.
Okay.
Because I think that's what set that's what put my recovery off when I decided that I would go prospecting.
Too soon. Yeah.
Stepped on some rocks.
Yeah, walking on them rocks. Yeah, you're probably right. It could have slowed it down a lot, you know? So,
yeah. But it's all better. I'm still not wearing high heels.
I don't blame you.
But that's okay.
Because you don't want to be back in that boot again, so...
Give it
time, right? Give it a little extra time, and then do your thing. But yeah, you don't want to be booting it again. So
how are you?
Me, I'm like you. I'm trying to get over this stupid sickness crap. Still, is it all up in your head now, like sinuses and chest and?
It's like a big headache now than anything. It last week. It started in my ears. Went to my throat and chest, and I still have an annoying cough. But at night, it gets worse. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. It just seems like when you lay down, when you get up in the morning, it's just like, oh my God, my eyes are on fire, coughing and.
But you know, I bounced back pretty quick this time, and I wasn't bedridden or anything like that.
Oh God, I was.
Probably because I was
just
too busy to be bothered with it.
Oh, it completely wiped me out. But I also found I was taking prednisone for my leg, and I found out prednisone weakens your immune system, and that's probably how I ended up getting sick again so dang soon. And I was like, really? Oh. So I ended up taking a Z-Pack, antibiotics, and still, it's like I said, it's still in there. It's a tough one to beat. You know?
My daughter has the flu. Mm-hmm. My 20-year-old, she left home, right? You know, 'cause she's going to school. But she called me yesterday and said, "Can I come over? I'm sick."
Yeah, she brought the disease and sickness into his house. I'm not happy.
Did you spray her down with Lysol when she walked in, Shad?
I gave her a face mask to wear, the medical kind, to cover up. And
don't worry. She's been doused with essential oil.
Oh,
she feels better.
Oh, see? She just needed to come home.
Fever.
Yeah. Well, you know, when they get sick, they have to come home. Because it's...
Yeah, maybe feel needed.
No, they don't. Yeah. You're out. There's no coming back.
She's not coming back to live.
Yeah, they get sick, they got to come home, Shad. It's like...
How it all starts, man.
Yeah.
Weasel their way back in.
Yeah.
Sorry, we already gave room to your sister.
room is already rented. Sorry.
Yeah, actually it is. So now she's on the couch.
Oh, wow. But at least...
That's the trick, as they move out, just,
That's right.
don't make it easy for them to come back.
No, but that is the trick. Change the locks, change the address, move to Arizona.
Exactly.
See how nice it would be, Kathleen, there. What's the temperature there today, Scott?
I think it was in the 60s, wasn't it?
Like 70-something. I think today's 72.
Oh, man.
But now it takes a little bit. Now, you got there at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's probably a little chillier.
It's 50 degrees.
50, 60.
Do not wait
to
get up to zero.
You got to understand, it's like the woods, though. Like in the mountains, like where the creek is and stuff, the farther you get down, the temperature does not go up.
Right. But still.
So when you get down by the creek, it's really in the morning, it's still pretty chilly. I mean, I got what they call the high-rise rubber gloves still on, and 3 shirts and waders and 3 socks and stuff like that.
Dang, dude.
You might take some of that stuff off around 1 o'clock, like an extra shirt and stuff like that, because you're in that water, that water's cold.
Yeah, I know that. Definitely know that. But
does your ice or water have ice on it?
No, not where we're at, but where it's coming from has ice on it.
Up in the
Moving on.
Yeah. Moving on. I like that shit.
Oh, I'm sure there's snow on the West Coast, like in the mountains.
Yeah.
All of our stuff comes from snowmelt from like Crown King, Prescott, and Wicker. That area around there. It comes down to Turkey Creek.
Mm-hmm.
Black Canyon Creek is where we're actually digging. So you got several tributaries that go into there, and most of them it's snowmelt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we got it. Well, we're not going to brag, but we probably got into the 30s today, Kathleen. Maybe?
No, we hit in the 40s.
Did you really? Oh,
all
dude.
the snow that we got melted.
It's not all gone here. We had way too much for that, but it's been nonstop rain, which is helping get rid of it. Unless it's going to freeze and turn into anarchy. I don't know what's coming next. Any ideas, Shad, the weatherman?
Well, today the rain was supposed to turn back to snow overnight, but not much accumulation.
Okay, all right. Well,
and then more coming on the weekend,
really?
But I don't know how much.
Really?
Nothing big.
Okay, good. That's all that matters. No big snowstorms. No more. Enough of that. It's January 23rd.
I mean, it's to be expected.
It's
January.
Ohio. Right, and it's January, of course. So,
and I'm trying to find the beauty in January. I've been posting on Instagram, really pretty pictures.
Yeah, I've seen a couple. They're nice, right? You are. You're looking at it as a glass half full kind of gal.
I'm trying to.
I'm looking at
it
as...
except for, when, the weekend comes and it's sub-zero and I've got to,
right,
clean up some apartment. Somebody left a mess.
That just makes you really happy, don't it, Kathleen? It's like, God.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be doing outside work.
Oh, jeez. Now, when's Groundhog Day? Isn't that in February?
February 1st.
Is it February
2nd?
And that's when
I don't really care.
And well, that's when that dang groundhog.
It's all lie.
I know. It's a farce.
It's a farce.
That's all it is.
It's a conspiracy.
It is. It's a conspiracy. They got lights to make shadows.
It's February the 2nd.
February 2nd. It just gives you hope. Is all. But it is what it is. Yeah. Dang groundhog. Anyway. Punxsutawney Phil. So February 2nd. So that's only a week away, a little over a week. We're going to be in February in no time.
And I have to say though, just to be optimistic, it is a far cry better than what we went through last year.
Yeah,
because we were having like weeks of sub-zero, and here and there, a really cold day. I'll take it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll take it.
It is Ohio after all.
I really don't mind the cold. I just hate the snow. I think I'd rather have the cold than the snow.
I love snow, though.
See, I don't mind looking at it, but I just hate the being out in it part. So I don't know.
I'll miss it when we move to Arizona.
All right. See, that's the thing.
But you can just drive 6 hours away and see it.
Drive up to the mountains, right, and see all the snow you want, and then get over it and go back home to where there's no snow, like Scott, and just enjoy it. The warmth, 70 degrees and sunny.
But, we're taking this time for the cold weather to get some things organized with our videos. And,
good.
Doing some projects like that.
Right.
Very exciting.
Now's the time, right?
Yep. It's hard to do. It's hard to do all the stuff with the videos, isn't it?
It is. It takes some time.
I mean, yeah. You think, I got time to sit down and do it. And you sit down like 4 hours later. You're like, I'm not done yet. I'm like, what's going on with this?
And have you? Oh shoot! I just totally lost what I was going to say.
Don't you hate that?
Oh, did you happen to catch the latest one we put out? The kind of like a documentary.
When did you put that one out?
Like a week
Somebody's
ago.
not paying attention.
I am not paying attention. I am a real subscriber. Why don't I get notifications?
Obviously you guys don't post it enough.
Right.
I mean,
you
really?
didn't know either,
We
Scott?
don't put ourselves out there so obnoxiously, but
it wasn't on Gold Prospectors.
You mean you guys are members of how many gold pages? Put it on there.
Yeah.
See, I'm hesitant to do that.
I get nervous about that.
I don't want to make people mad.
Because sometimes, like, if you put too much everywhere, nobody watches it because
right?
It annoys them.
It does.
But when they see something that's out, that's unique. I'm going to watch it.
But you got to put it. Got to put it on GPS at least.
That's my philosophy. I'm sure that's not true, but anyway, it was a lot of work to put that together.
Oh, I gotta see that. I guess maybe I don't have my notifications on for you guys.
Yeah, you gotta ring that little bell thingy.
Well, if you visit our page, it's the latest one of the Piedmont region in South Carolina.
Yeah. Okay. Well, still, I like it. The way you said it's kind of like a documentary. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Fun to do.
I want to see it. I definitely want to see it. So I'm gonna have to check and then see and make sure I obviously don't have it on, so I got to...
So we've been getting some good feedback, and, every now and then we'll be putting something like that out there, because it's kind of cool, because I get to do the research, and the more you know.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yes. And it's more ammo for you. It just keeps you going. That's for sure. You guys are doing a great job, so don't stop. It's all about that branding. Put it out there.
And it's fun, This is our outlet for getting away from suburbia and the mundane.
Sure. Oh, God, definitely. And it's great. You guys are helping a lot of people, educating them.
I hope so.
Oh, you are.
Sometimes we're just silly, but...
Well, yeah, but that's what makes it so much more fun. Makes it enjoyable to watch sometimes. You need something to break up the monotony, and you guys are silly, so it's enjoyable,
We are?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Sillier and enjoyable.
Silly,
dun, 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 dun.
silly and enjoyable. Silly and enjoyable. Yes, I said it. Yes.
What we ought to do is record ourselves while we're trying to put these things together and make it.
It usually ends up in yelling, arguments.
See, now I would love to see that, because
one of these days we will, and you'll be like, "What in the world? How did they even get this done?"
And that's funny.
Hey, what do you think of this? And she criticizes it or something, critiques it, and I'm like, "You don't know what you're talking about."
I'm like, "Don't ask my opinion if you're going to yell at me."
I think the last video I've seen is when you guys were gym hunting. Is the last one I've seen shared.
Obviously, you don't have notification bell on either, then, right, Scott?
Actually,
maybe not.
That is the ending part to the documentary.
Ending part, yeah. We do have some footage of us cleaning up the crystals after we dug them up.
Thank you, Scott, for watching.
Dude, I was actually... What was it? Oh, yeah, I did a Facebook Live, and I was watching you guys' video when it was snowing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Kathleen, tell everybody where they can find you guys' videos. How could they find your videos?
Shad, we'll post the link.
I already did.
Oh.
In the chat room.
But I mean,
if you posted it in the chat room.
If you're a listener out there and you're not a member of Gold Prospector Space, how would they find the Wandering Buffalo's videos? I mean, what ways can they find them, Shad?
Yep. just type in Wandering Buffaloes Prospecting. We're the only ones that pop up. If you see another page that says Wandering Buffaloes, it's a bunch of old dudes playing music.
And they spell it now they spell it
They
the same.
changed the spelling of their name
because we spelled ours wrong
on purpose.
We
left out the E.
Right.
And they used to have an E in their name, and now they have the OS. But if you do a Google search, we pretty much
squashed them. Pushed them down in the rankings.
I was gonna say they got their name close to yours.
Yeah, they're trying to get up there into your numbers, come up on your search. Yep.
That's the trick, I think.
Catchphrases. It is.
Yeah,
hashtags and blah 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 and all that stuff. Well, cool. I'm glad it's going good though. And Kathleen, you got some news for us here in a minute, right?
I do have news.
All right.
And we have quite a few stories.
Okay.
Because last week was kind of sketchy. I only had like one news story, but I have that story and then some.
Right.
And then fun facts.
Okay.
A little extended because tomorrow is the 171st anniversary of the find at Sutter's Mill, which launched the California Gold Rush.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Tomorrow is the anniversary. So tonight, fun facts will have to do with some obscure facts that I looked up. I didn't know.
Okay.
And it was kind of cool because I learned something too.
All right. I can't wait to hear. It's going to be very interesting. Well, Kathleen, thank you for being here. And we will be talking to you in a couple minutes. Okay?
All right.
Thank you, Kathleen. Also joining us, we got the other half of the Biffles, Mr. Shad Biffle. What's going on, Shad?
Well, I've been patiently waiting, but she likes to talk.
Yeah, I'm going to be hoarse before this.
She is.
You're
going to need a refill of your water.
I do.
Over there. No, I'm doing good. I'm happy to be here. I'm glad it's Wednesday. I don't know about anybody else, but working's kicking my butt this week. So I'm looking forward to being done with this week. That's for sure.
Oh, I know. Me too. I'm ready for the weekend again already. You know, everything else going okay, Shad?
Oh yeah, everything's great. Hoping to God we all don't get deathly sick. But other than that, it's great.
Good. That's always good. Well, I'd like to hear that Shad's happy. So
I'm happy.
Shad is happy. He's home. Everything's good. It's Wednesday, and he's got his local events of interest, don't you, tonight, Shad?
Oh, man, you ought to see them. They're great. I haven't seen them yet, though, so we'll see.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I always love the local events of interest. And then I know you probably got your precious metal prices and your birthdays, and maybe we can get the lounge singer to sing for us tonight.
I'll think about it if I allow it.
It's up to you. I mean, it's your gig, so I'd leave that in your court as always. Hey,
I'd like to know just who do you think is going to be the lounge singer tonight?
That creepy guy in the corner.
Is he hip? Is he cool? Is he a happening fool? That's right. It's old Swiftwater coming to you live.
Standing only 5 foot 1 inches tall.
I'm 5'8".
Oh, Lordy.
Well, before we get into the precious metals, I do want to remind everybody, about the raffle going on Gold Prospector Space right now. So if you're interested in getting onto that, of course, you have to be a member of the site to get to it in the first place. But it's free to join Gold Prospector Space. Great community. But you click the raffle tab, and I'll also share the link in the chat room. But we got a great prize, and it's one big prize, right? Winner takes all. So about 4 grams of gold plus unsearched cons. And then we got a lot of odd and end fun stuff from flint, crystals, decals, essential oil spray.
Sweet.
You got to have that and a whole lot more. So, of course, those are each ticket's $5, or you can get the discount at $20 for 5 tickets.
That's right. That's that simple. It's going to be cool.
And for all you listeners out there that are not members yet, I highly suggest that it's for free. Be a member, come in, help us out, and get your chance to win that prize, because it's going to be a good one.
Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah. And we do the drawing February 10th, so there's still time.
Still time.
Still time.
Hey, when's the Super Bowl?
I don't know.
The what?
The stupid bowl.
I don't have a clue. It's the foosball.
You know where they play? They play football. What's next weekend? What's the dates next weekend?
I don't know.
It's February the 3rd. Okay, so it's right after Groundhog Day.
All right.
Foosball.
The foosball.
And it's
I don't watch it. I just knew it was coming up.
Yeah, it's the foosball. That's all we know. Yeah, no clue when it is or what's happening. No clue.
I.
What is it?
What is that? 53.
What's that?
That on Roman numerals.
I don't know what Roman numeral L is.
I don't know.
It's 50, ain't it?
Is it? Oh, I think you're right, Shad. I think it is 50.
What?
Yeah, I think it's 50.
All right.
I don't have a clue. All right.
And then the other ones exit off of it or add to it.
All right, we're getting off track.
All right,
people.
let's move it along, Shad.
This ain't the football show. Good
I'm
God.
not talking about the Super Bowl.
Let's get it back. Let's get back on track. Let's see our precious metal prices, shall we? All right. Well, Swiftwater must be finding a lot of gold and flooding the market because it's down $1 at $1,283.
Uh-huh.
It's that special color.
Yeah, somebody's been calling my phone. Now they're calling the Skype. It's oh, come on, really?
Not Dennis, is it?
No.
Okay. May I proceed?
Oh, yeah, you can definitely proceed unless they call again.
All right. So, like I said, gold's down $1 at $1,280. Shut up, Chuckles.
I was flooding the market, man. Remember?
Yeah, I know.
I'm still laughing at that.
Well, silver's up 3 cents at $15.34. So it moved up. Look at that.
Oh,
Platinum's also up $4 at $795. So we'll see if it can get back up above 800 and stay there. It hasn't been wanting to.
Okay.
But now for the guns. Palladium is up $9 at $1,337.
Oh, okay.
So still powering ahead.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, our rhodium. Little movement, $5 up, $2,465.
Okay.
The only reason we throw that in is for Michael Shelby, who always would ask, what's rhodium?
Of course.
Actually, I had to get Shad a new wedding band because the other one broke.
Uh-huh.
And it's got rhodium in it.
Oh,
That's
nice.
right. Fancy.
Tungsten and rhodium.
Tungsten and rhodium. Very cool.
I refuse to get foo-foo rings.
That's right. Got to have cool ones. But precious metals. My precious. Shad's precious.
I am precious.
My precious.
All right. Well, let's move on to birthdays here. And if good old Swiftwater, the lounge singer, can take it away, that'd be great.
Let me check it. Hang on, because I was just, like I said, I've been having a cough this week. So me. You. Okay, I'm good. No, I mean seriously. It's been rough all week, guys. I've been fighting off. You know, everybody from here goes back to the East Coast at Christmas, comes back, and then the sickness just covers everything.
All right.
Dude,
so we got to get rid of it.
Just let her rip, Tater Chip.
All right, here we go for all you birthdays, folks. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. You look like a monkey and you smell like one too.
All right. Thank you, Scott.
You got it.
We'll see him next on American Idol. January 23rd birthdays. We have Daniel Cook, David W.A., D. Bullet, Fred Dilly, Gold Nugget, Jack, Jim Smith, John Rice, Nancy, Robert McPherson, and Stephen D. Humphrey. And then tomorrow we have Caribou A.U., and then Danny Fanatic Miller, Derek Kleckler, George Booty, George Gutierrez, Henry Renders, Jeff R., Jonathan Thide, and Julie. So happy birthday, everyone.
Oh,
happy day.
Happy birthday.
You know what's funny is the list is not really big today.
No.
Usually you got quite a few on the list.
Mm-hmm. Well, Shad, thank you, brother, for being here and for all your insight tonight. Appreciate it.
That's free of charge. You're welcome.
I appreciate it. All right. Also joining us tonight, last but not least, Mr. West Coast himself, Scott Swiftwater. Tony, what's happening, Scotty boy?
Not too much. Been having some good times out here. We've had some good water the last week and a half to 2 weeks, I'd say. Not doing too bad and moving a lot of rocks. And man, it's starting to weigh on me.
Oh yeah,
it's starting to get heavy.
I bet.
Yeah, they're starting to get heavy. And then, I've been this week. I've got kind of a funny cough. Like if you didn't do anything, it could progress into something crazy that you didn't want. So I've been trying to fight it off, emergency, and taking the little Alka-Seltzer stuff for the cold and flu, and just making sure I'm good to go every day when I get down there, because we're spraying into the ground, and you get it's spray back sometimes, what we call it, when you shoot in and it shoots right back at you. So your sleeves will get a little wet. Sometimes your hair will get wet, your face and stuff like that. And then we've been having some nice winds through here the last 4 days. Gotcha. So with the water and the wind and everything like that, you're really conscious of what you're doing. Like I said, we start not real early, around 8:30, 9 o'clock, but we're down in the gullies, so it takes till at least 10:30, 11 for you to even get sunlight down on you,
right? And
get warmed up. But we've been finding pretty good gold and not doing too bad. I wish we could find more, but ain't that the story?
Yeah, that's what we all hope for, right? That we can find more.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
still working it though.
Right.
I know it. That's the thing. You got to keep working it.
Right.
And that's so hard. It's so hard to do, because there's be one day where you'll sit there and do your what we call the cheater mat up in the top of the box, and then the bottom of the box, we always times it 2. So what's in your cheater mat, you're times 2 down in your really box. But sometimes you'll go through and you're like, whoa, one good day, and the next day you come out, you're like, what happened? I'm in the same spot.
Right.
But you've moved a little bit. So because we eat a lot of dirt, so it's a left and right kind of deal. And right now I'm kind of not lost, but I'm just like, man, which way to go now, and where? Because the water's going down.
Mm-hmm.
That's inevitable. We're not getting the big snow melt yet or anything like that from up north. So we're relying on those last rains that we had. And the water's been good, but it is going down, I think, at least 2 to 3 inches a night.
Oh, wow.
So it really falls fast when it's flowing through there,
Mm-hmm.
Everything gets wet, and makes the creek bed kind of not clay, but it hard packs everything, so it makes the water go across it quicker.
Right.
It's not getting soaked in. What's that?
Is it really moist?
It's really moist and wet. I mean, if you're down there spraying it, it'll drown you.
So is it wetter than is it wetter than moister, or moister than wet?
I don't understand. It could be. I mean, to me, it's both, but it's really
moist and wet.
Really,
I don't know. I think it's either moist or it's wet.
Yeah, and I had somebody today ask me, "Oh, you been doing any more videos?" And I'm like, "No, I haven't had a chance to do any videos. I mean, since the last one that I put out, there's just not. I mean, I don't want to take 4 videos of doing the same thing. It's just not working."
Well, Scott, I have a big question for you. Now we seen you posted a picture the other day of you in this dirty old white T-shirt. Now, did you make that OxyClean video cleaning that shirt? Is that shirt sparkling white again, like brand new,
or have you switched to Tide Pods?
Yeah, right.
No. Number one, I don't use Tide Pods. To anybody and everybody that's out there listening, I don't use Tide Pods. But the shirt that you've seen in that particular picture but there was test shirt number 1, And then I got a test shirt number 2. She's like, "Oh, you got to put me to the test." So she laughed at me, and so evidently she's got an inside track on it.
So what if you wash them and then see like a before and after picture?
You know what? I don't know. I'll have her do that. Yeah. She's not keen on doing the video. We already talked about. She's like, no.
Yeah,
we'll take pictures, but we need a before picture, during the process picture, and then of course the after.
Because I already told you soak it in the bucket.
Well, we know you soak it in the bucket, but we're still not getting the whole gist of it. It's like I'm just
not convinced.
Yeah, we need more. We need more.
Can you imagine the money I'd spend if I went and bought new T-shirts every time?
Well,
hey, I'm not judging.
Me neither. Me neither, but still, it's like that shirt was pretty bad.
Yeah, and you know what that shirt, that's what we call blowback. Now, remember, half the shirt's not dirty because I had waders on. But if you can imagine, I got a pretty full face beard right now. And man, my face and my beard and my shirt, trust me, I was loaded with mud from blowback. Because you'll spray in straight and the water will turn around and come right back at you if it's not sand. So if it's the mud, you went too quick in it, it's going to kill you.
It's going to
I hate it.
I hate
it.
Okay. But it's still, we seen the dirty. And I'm with Shad. We need side by side, dirty Scott, clean Scott, with we need to mark the shirt
I'll tell her
something.
when she takes it. I'll tell her when she takes it home to get a picture of it, whatever she's doing with it, which will probably be in a bucket because I know she soaks them. And then I guess she'll bring it back up. We'll take another picture, post that as well.
Right, and holding your bottle of OxyClean in your hand, smiling.
That would be good.
Or a Tide Pod.
Maybe they'll pay you to be a sponsor.
That's right. Yeah. Or if you,
I mean, if I was, if I was someone, say, Jeff Williams, he's been doing stuff for a long time, does a lot of good videos, pretty informational stuff, just like I try to put out there too. But he's got a lot of fan base and stuff like that. If he was the same way, he would probably get those kind of sponsors. Somebody like me, I don't make money off my videos, so I don't tell anybody to subscribe or do this or nothing like that. I put them out there, and I'm not a member of anything. I just put them out there to let people learn. And if they don't learn, then go to someone else and maybe they'll teach him. But he could get the sponsors because the
I don't know.
stuff he goes through.
I can see you at events.
Yeah.
Standing on a stage with a little microphone and pitching OxyClean. That's right.
Little headset microphone.
Kaboom!
His little headset mic, right, Shad? And he's walking around the stage, and he's got that clear tub of water but then he drops his.
Well, you know what? I got to admit, you guys have met me. I'm pretty energetic, so I would probably have to have that wireless mic.
Oh, you'd have to have
it. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be like that one guy with the shake weight,
Oh, you're getting funny now. Oh, that's good.
It's just too good. I'm telling you, Scott. We look forward to seeing you at events this year doing your spiel.
Hey, speaking of, you guys are you guys going to Vegas or anything?
I don't believe so.
No? No Vegas Gold Show this year?
When is it?
I think it's in April again, ain't it?
Yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah, I think it's in April.
Man, I was thinking of going. I've only been to Vegas like twice, but I had a really good time last Vegas Gold Show. And what's pretty cool is like a lot of people was there, pretty informational. And yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about doing it again.
Well, if you do, just let us know. Let us know. Okay. All right. Well, Scott,
you got it.
Thank you for being here, brother, as always.
I love it.
Well, we're glad to have you. I'm going down the hall. Give me a minute. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break from our sponsors over at AMRA, and we'll be right back with Kathleen dredging up the news. We'll be right back, everybody.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men, and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
It is time for Dredging Up the News with Kathleen Biffle. Mining news from around the globe, metal detecting, dredging, entertainment news, and fun facts as well. Here's Kathleen.
All right, everyone. January 23rd, 2019. I'll start off with the story in Florida. At Melbourne Beach last Monday, an undersea treasure hunter has discovered a possible ancient Peruvian artifact near Melbourne Beach, and it may have been transported by the doomed 1715 Spanish plate fleet. He thought he found a piece of NASA scrap, but it turns out that this item, that it measures about 10 inches across. It has a border of intricate patterns, and the circular copper relic features an image of a bird-like figure.
Oh.
John DeBray, a director at the Center for Historical Archaeology in Melbourne Beach, said the object may have once been gold-plated.
Cool.
This individual has studied it's the 1715 plate fleet, the Spanish fleet. It takes its name from plata, which is the word for silver.
Mm-hmm.
Evidently, 11 of the 12 ships in this fleet were lost, and it was lost in a hurricane off the coast of east central Florida. So after examining the object Thursday, he suspects it is the top portion of a headdress from a burial site dating to the Moshe civilization.
Okay.
Anyway, this civilization flourished in Peru from about 100 to 700 AD.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's like centuries before the Inca Empire.
Gotcha. That's cool, though.
Yeah, so it's from this old shipwreck.
Nice find. Cool. That is cool.
Is this guy like sponsored by somebody, or is he a private individual?
He actually works for Seafarer Exploration.
Ah.
It's a Tampa-based company that explores and documents and recovers historic shipwrecks.
Okay.
See, that makes yeah.
Yeah, since 2014.
That makes more sense. You know, because you got to remember those guys that actually go out and they're getting sponsored by people. If they don't make fines, they don't keep getting sponsored.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For a minute, I thought it was a private individual. I'm like, who would do that? Who would say something if you've not really found the treasure yet? Who would? Oh my God!
I think they contract divers or treasure hunters out, and whatever you find, sometimes, of course, the company gets most of it, but you get a cut of it. I just remember hearing somebody say that, but I'm not sure. But anyway, the Seafarer Exploration is the company that he was diving for. The Florida Bureau of Archaeological Research permitted this firm to search for artifacts in the Melbourne Beach area. And this isn't the first time they found things there. In 2004, divers discovered an iron cannon that could have belonged to the fleet. Subsequent expeditions yielded silver platters, a flintlock pistol, ship timbers, and other artifacts.
Pretty neat.
We got a lot of stuff that's actually been found in Florida, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Seems like always.
Whenever they have a hurricane.
Yep.
I mean, you have to think about all the different islands there in the Caribbean, and the ships that went there to gather, precious metals.
Food, water.
And they didn't have, not that it helps, but they didn't have the Weather Channel that predicted when these hurricanes were going to come.
Nope.
Hurricane.
So, the odds of them, running into them was rather high.
Oh, God, yeah.
And they do say that's how some of the animals got on different continents too, is because of the sailors and stuff. And then, they have shipwrecks and the animals would actually be able to swim to land, and they live.
Interesting. Pretty cool.
All right. Well, that's the only local story I had. I have a lot of global news tonight.
Alrighty.
I haven't included an investing or large-scale mining in the news lately, but here's a big one. I'm going to leave the investment part out, though, because I am not a licensed person to give investing advice. I want to put that disclosure out there.
That's right.
All right. Newmont Gold. They announced on January 14th that it was acquiring Goldcorp for $10 billion. The merger would create the world's largest gold producer. Consolidation in the industry further picked up steam at the senior level after Barrick Gold acquired Rheingold in a deal that closed earlier this year. And other companies like Pan American Silver Corp, the world's second largest primary silver producer, announced the acquisition of Tahoe Resources. So these consolidations are just coming, right and left. But anyway, interesting news. Other smaller mergers also have been taking place, but when you get one like this, it really makes the news, and it's big news.
Makes you wonder, don't it?
And of course, they are going to be in Nevada.
Okay.
Because that is that is the leading state in the amount of gold that's getting pulled out.
Oh, nice. Didn't know that.
All right. So, I'm not giving you any kind of investment news or advice.
In any way, shape, or form.
Take it with a grain of salt.
That's right.
All right. This one is in Israel. Last week, the International Mineralogical Association, they recognized something called, I hope I don't butcher it, caramel tazite.
Close
anyway, it's a new mineral that they discovered. The mineral was named after Mount Carmel, where it was found, and the elements in it contains titanium, aluminum, and zirconium. So before I reported on, they're finding new minerals a lot. Right now, there are 5,500 known minerals on Earth, and they are finding 100 new minerals each year.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, this mineral is also known as caramel sapphire. That's easier to say.
That's cool.
It is found in corundum, which is an aluminum oxide, and it's embedded in volcanic rocks, and it's mined in the Haifa district in northern Israel. This mineral is found in veins. It is black to dark green in color with a metallic luster. And they have it kind of resembles sapphires if you see a picture of the raw form. And we've mined sapphires before. And you really got to look close because you can sometimes overlook them because they don't look anything like what you find on a ring.
Right.
But pretty cool. The largest stone discovered so far is 33.3 carats.
Oh. I don't know how big that is, though.
Yeah, I know.
Like size of a
Pretty
baseball?
big.
Like size of a baseball, maybe? Or
I don't think it's that big. Maybe a golf ball.
Oh, okay. Golf ball size? Okay. That'd be sweet, wouldn't it? Damn.
Yeah.
I was going to say, a golf ball's pretty big.
Yeah. Baseball's huge.
And 33.3 carats. I have a 5-carat one I found. And that's a good size. So, 33.3 of it is about the size of a golf ball.
Okay.
All right, so this story is actually in Japan, and it involves 2 Israelis.
Uh-oh.
So anyway, 2 Israelis, they were arrested in Japan on last Wednesday for what was said to be the largest gold smuggling operation in the country's history.
Jeez.
Tokyo resident Ravine Rosen, he's a precious metals importer, and David Cohen are suspected of belonging to a ring that smuggled a total of 4 tons of gold into Japan in about 50 shipments, and this has been occurring since March 2017.
Damn.
The 2 were also held for allegedly violating customs laws and evading taxes by smuggling over 400 pounds of other precious metals worth approximately $8.5 million. And they did this disguised as auto parts in an air shipment from Hong Kong.
Oh, jeez. But did you say 4 tons of gold?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
This over a 2-year period.
I know, but still, that's
a lot.
That's a lot. Holy cow.
The gold nuggets were said to have been purchased in Hong Kong by a third party before they were shipped to Japan. The news site that I looked at reported that police say Rosen has admitted to the charges while Cohen denies them. More to come on that, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
If you were looking at 4 tons of gold, what would you say?
I know.
Grab what you can and leave the rest.
Wow, it's just amazing. It's a lot.
You think you would just stop after like 1 ton?
I know, right? Let's get greedy. Let's go for
That's what I
4
would've
tons.
Yeah, but can you imagine, right? I mean, Shad knows what it's like to run with a big 60-pound pack on his back and stuff like that. You imagine with trying to run with a 100-pound pack on your back, 120. That's a lot of. Yeah, that's a lot of gold. But man, it's not a lot of gold. 100 pounds of gold, if you put it in a bag, doesn't look like that much.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll take 100 pounds of gold since it's not that much. I got you. Thanks, man.
But you know what I'm saying? If you put 100 pounds of gold in a burlap sack or, or any kind of sack.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody look at that and go, I'll grab that and run with it. And then it'd go on their butt. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, still 4 tons over 2 years is a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Crazy.
That's commitment right there.
It is.
That's on top of like 400 pounds of other metals.
I know.
I mean, come on.
Let's just go for it. Let's just send everything. If it fits, it ships. I guess that's. Yeah.
Guys in an auto park.
Man.
All right, I'm going to turn this over to Shad for local events of interest.
Local events of interest.
Well, thank you, Kathleen. First, before we get into the events that Kathleen has prepared for me to read, I do want to give a quick shout out to our good friend Thomas Pennyweight Folks, who has posted the first event in the events tab on Gold Prospectors page.
Way to go, Thomas! Thank you.
And this one is
congratulations, Pennyweight.
This one's going from March 16th all the way to March 17th, St. Patty's Day. And what better way to spend that than go to the Morgan Monroe State Forest in Indiana. This will be their annual kickoff to the official start of this year's prospecting season in Indiana. And, of course, it's free to come.
When is it again?
It is the March 16th through the 17th.
Well, maybe we should wander over to Indy.
I think it'd be cool. It'll be at the Cherry Lake Pavilion on Saturday at 9 a.m. and Sunday at 10 a.m. They'll all head to the creek together.
Why is it every time Shad starts talking, somebody wants to call us?
Oh, every time, man. Yep, but, yeah.
Oh, come on. All right, hello, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from? That's what I thought.
They hung up.
Maybe it was spam.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe you get like one of those, hey, send money now, or else we'll call the law on you. It's the IRS calling. All right.
Hey, just to throw you guys off, real quick fact. If he was carrying 100 pounds of gold, that's $1.872 million in gold.
Yeah, I'll carry that.
Onward.
All right, back to our events here. So this one here in the state park in Indiana on the Morgan Monroe State Forest. Of course, limited equipment can be used, so you can bring garden trials, classifiers, the Gold Rush Nugget Bucket, Golden Sands Hand Dredge, your gold pans. Now, they have a group permit, so you do not need to get an individual state forest permit in Indiana, which is required. So you're all covered there. If you don't have any equipment, they'll have plenty there to go around.
Do you have to belong to any type of club to
Nope,
be able to go?
All are welcome.
Huh.
All are welcome. And, of course, they're going to have a short meeting on Saturday night at 5 p.m. at the Pavilion, where they'll also do a gold nugget drawing and other prospecting-related items to be given away, and barbecue as well. So great time there in the state of Indiana. And that's the 16th through the 17th of March. And you can just message Tommy Pennywake Folks for more information, or head to the events tab where you can comment if you have any questions.
There you go.
But
Cool.
Thank you for using that. We appreciate it, letting everyone know. Now,
what part of Indiana was that again, Chad?
This one is near Martinsville, Indiana. So good gold area.
Oh, one of my friends just moved there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Good gold there. All right, so let's move on now to Coloma, California. It's Gold Discovery Day, January 26th. It finally makes sense now because tomorrow is the anniversary, as Kathleen says, of James Marshall's momentous discovery of gold at Sutter's Mill. This event is commemorated every year with living history, interactive period trade demonstration, music, and a Gold Rush symposium featuring noted authors and scholars on Gold Rush history. You can join them Saturday, January 26th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They charge parking for a car is $8. So good time. You can learn a lot of cool little facts there, maybe not so much that's known in the public. So check it out if you're in the area.
Another cool event.
Now, let's go to Colorado. It's a presentation called How the 1859 Gold Rush Put Colorado on the Map. Because, hey, let's face it, somehow you got to connect yourself to this big thing, because Gold Rush was a huge thing that shaped our country.
Mm-hmm.
But this is February 10th from 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's in the spring of 1858. Colorado's Front Range area was uncharted and inhabited only by natives. But by the close of 1859, 100,000 fortune seekers had thoroughly explored the Front Range north of Pueblo to the Wyoming border in their quest for gold. They left their footprints on the landscape, establishing dozens of settlements and blazing numerous trails. This presentation will teach you about Colorado's gold rush and how this important chapter of history influenced Colorado maps of today. They'll also have a free exhibit, which opens at 11 a.m., and this event is at the Little White Schoolhouse Museum on Barkley Road in Conifer, Colorado. Tickets are $8 for members of the Rocky Mountain Map Society and $10 for non-members of the society. So pretty cool. If you're in Colorado, you could probably learn some really cool information.
I think old maps are cool.
Exactly. Yeah. You could really find some cool spots maybe where to search for gold and other stones.
Yeah, why not? Be worth checking out, right?
That's right. So let's head over now to Tucson, Arizona.
Scotty,
Tucson! Residents may have noticed tents going up all around Tucson. Most
it's coming.
That means gym show time. Vendors are preparing for the showcase that is expected to bring more than $120 million into the economy.
Wow.
The Gem, Mineral, and Fossil Showcase is a big event in Tucson. It runs from February 2nd through February 17th of every year.
Wow.
So this one is a lot bigger one than we sent Swiftwater too.
That thing goes on for 15 days?
No, don't get me wrong. The one that I went to, Shad, it was pretty big. But it wasn't about, like, the rocks. It was just more like the people peddling rocks, you know.
This is...
They buy them from Brazil and stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, they had lapidary equipment there, but it wasn't like I thought it was going to be. I figured it was going to be like a gold show. You went in, there's people actually sitting there showing you how they did it, and this is what we use, and this is the equipment we use.
I think you should go to the Tucson one because it sounds like it's a long event that probably has seminars.
15 days, yeah.
Yeah, well, we
explain it.
Explain it, Shad.
Let me explain it.
Okay.
Researchers, gemologists, authors, artists, miners, and nearly 4,000 trade companies gather here from every continent to share their treasures, knowledge, and expertise with the show's tens, if not hundreds of thousands of attendees. Every type of polished and rough rock and fossil specimen and every kind of faceted jewel that you can imagine is being peddled everywhere. On blankets, on sidewalks, or in sophisticated exhibits brought in by the world's finest museums and collectors. All of the shows are free except for the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show, which is held at the convention center. So there's a lot going on in Tucson for those 15 days, not just in the convention center, but all around.
Wow. That's a
me and Ben was talking to a guy that comes down and digs on Ben's claim. We call him Flagstaff John. But John was telling us about the show in Tucson. He said, oh, no, it's much better because, I told him, I said, well, there's a lot of guys that come out of Quartzsite, and we know how big that show is, that go to Tucson. He goes, oh, yeah, but down there's a lot of different stuff. Like there's people like in hotel rooms that they have like almost like an art gallery set up, you know what I'm saying? Like you come in and they've got like really like, oh my God, you better have a little cash to be buying these rocks.
It goes on for 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, 15
Yeah,
days.
he said it was awesome. And I was like, man, I wish I could get down to it. But
yeah, I wish I could be. I'd love to go
well,
to that
like Sweet Prospecting Mining says, who's familiar with this event, he says every gem dealer in the West goes to this. It's spread out over the entire city of Tucson. So if you go, know what you're going to and when it is.
Interesting.
So there. Cool. I hope that mansplained it for everybody.
It mansplained it. Yeah, I did. Thank you, Shad.
But
no, I said, you know what? If anybody can go down there and make a video out of it and post it, man, please do. I'd like to check it out. I can't go because I'm in the middle of gold season. But man, I'd love to see our people out here in the West Coast that actually listen to us that live in Tucson or here in Phoenix or anywhere else close enough to go. Hey, take some video and stuff like that and please post it.
All right, back to Shad.
Thank you. Finally, in Wickenburg, Arizona, February 8th through the 10th, it's the 71st Annual Gold Rush Days. This event celebrates the town's origins as a ranching and gold mining center in the days before there was a Phoenix. The Heritage event was founded over 60 years ago, and today, Gold Rush Days draws tens of thousands of visitors during the 3 days of activities, including a parade, rodeo, carnival, melodrama, artisan fair, and classic car show. It runs Friday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., Saturday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Admission is free. Now, last one here we got is actually a global event. Oh. They're back.
Uh-oh.
Big time here. In New South Wales, Australia, come along for a great day out in the inaugural Camden Crystal Festival, 24th and 25th of February at the Camden Civic Centre in Oxley Street in Camden, New South Wales. It's Australia's best traders and dealers all in one place. Precious gemstones, crystals, fossils, jewelry, Australian geology, and lots more. Purchase your tickets at the gate, $5 for adults. Children under 12 and under are free. Sorry, no concessions, so bring your own food.
Okay.
But there you have it. Those are
good
your
events
local and global events of interest.
Some good events, some good local events, especially for the Arizona folks. So that'd be really cool. And like Scott said, yeah, do a video, post it. We'd like to see it because we can't make it.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
It would be. We'd love to see it. Wish Scott could go. That'd be awesome.
Me too.
That'd be
I mean, like I said, I thought Mason was going to be like a lot of, you could learn how to do stuff. There was not, that wasn't there.
No, this one is the one, I think, for that
Yeah.
stuff. You would learn so much at this one, I think. So this is a cool event. 15 days.
I mean, I hate to go to a place like it and go, oh, yeah, that's a rock.
Right. All right.
All right. Well, let's kick it back to Kathleen for some fun facts.
Awesome.
All right.
After she takes a sip of her
I gotta
drink.
take a sip of water.
All right, get your sip.
Da-da-da-da-da.
All right. The common theme tonight, Happy Gold Rush Day tomorrow. All right. So, since tomorrow marks the anniversary of the legendary find at Sutter's Mill, I was going to do it for 2 weeks, but I'm just combining it into one. I'm going to feature a couple fun facts here about the California Gold Rush. I don't know if any of you have heard about them, but I hadn't heard about these fun facts, so it was kind of interesting to learn. Well, during the lawlessness of the California Gold Rush, there were a lot of duels. Duels. These were not always about the meeting of good versus bad in the streets, like in high noon, like that you see in the westerns. In fact, many of them turned out to be fairly ridiculous affairs. And these are documented duels that took place in the California Gold Rush during the California Gold Rush. There was a duel between two men named Tompkins and Curley. And this one erupted on the streets of Nevada City on July 12, 1861. It started off with an argument, of course, with a lot of whiskey. But this particular duel reached the point where honor had been offended, and they called for a duel. The man challenged. As was tradition, they could choose their weapons. Mm-hmm. His choice was a water hose. So each man had a 25-foot hose and nozzle connected to a fire hydrant. The range of the weapons was 150 feet. The hydrants were opened, and they began their duel. Uh-huh. So a crowd of onlookers gathered, and they were the first victims of the duel, of course, getting soaked and splashed with mud from the street. So it ended up being a big mud fest, I guess.
So it turned into a party.
Yeah.
Yeah. The duel ended when the hose burst. While history does not record the aftermath, it is probably the first hydraulic duel.
Oh, well, that's cool.
And of course, they do presume that whiskey was involved.
Well, yeah, of course, there was alcohol involved.
All right, so another duel. This is a little bit earlier in Nevada City's history. This one actually involved real bullets, and it did claim a victim.
Oh.
Anyway, it was the fall of 1853 where an election had just ended. And as we have experienced in our past elections, it caused a bunch of conflict. And, of course, whiskey was involved. Uh-huh. Billy Mason, he was the Democratic candidate for the state assembly. The rest of his party's ticket won the election, but Mason did not. He immediately blamed H.C. Gardner, who had worked to defeat Mason at the polls. Uh-huh. Mason got mad, so he confronted Gardner with a pistol at a Nevada City hotel bar. He was accompanied, I guess, by the editor of the Young American newspaper who told this story. Gardner, who only had a knife, was actually hit in the face by Mason several times. Not with a gun, but he was actually physically hit. At about 9 the next morning, Gardner borrowed a Navy revolver, and he set out to revenge his honor. Mason and this newspaper editor were awake early, and they were going to the newspaper office, but when they walked through the back door, Gardner had followed them. So he ended up shooting Mason. He headed out the back of the front door. He was greeted by bullets from the alley, and evidently the only victim was a pig.
Oh, geez.
That happened to, go by the alley they were fighting in, and he got hit by a bullet.
A pig in the wrong place at the wrong time.
The pig was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Bacon.
Yep. I thought that was kind of comical.
Jesus God.
All right, so in 1866, here's another one. 2 Frenchmen. Their names were Suchet and Picard. They were actually came to an impasse at North Bloomfield. They were given Colt pistols to duel with. The pistols did not have any gunpowder, though. So the misfires did nothing to calm the situation. The men's second in charge, each one of their second in charge, both loaded their pistols and started firing. No one was hit. Finally, Suchet, using his empty pistol as a club, beat Picard. And the next day they were arrested, and they each spent a month in jail.
What was their names again?
Suchet and Picard.
Like Captain Picard.
That's what I was thinking. Ain't that the guy that flew the Enterprise on Star Trek?
Yeah.
In Next Generation.
In Next Generation.
He's time traveling. Got drunk.
They beamed him down.
All right. Well, did you know in 1859, California Senator David Broderick became the only sitting senator to die in a duel?
Really?
He was elected to the California State Senate. He became a power broker within the Democratic Party's anti-slavery wing. California's 1859 state election contest deepened, and there was a big rival between Senator William Gwynn. He had a pro-slavery docket, and Broderick's anti-slavery, of course, they butted heads. Well, during the campaign, California Chief Justice David Terry was an ally of Senator Gwynn. He denounced Broderick as no longer a true Democrat. In Terry's opinion, Broderick was following the wrong Douglas. He had abandoned the Democratic Party leader Stephen Douglas in the favor of the black Republican leader Frederick Douglass. This was a Democrat, but mind you. Broderick angrily responded that Terry was a dishonest judge, and basically for these terrible words, Terry challenged him to a duel. They met on September 13th at Lake Merced, which is south of San Francisco. Mm-hmm. After Broderick's pistol discharged prematurely, Terry aimed and fired a bullet into Broderick's chest.
Oh, okay.
Senator died 3 days later.
Oh, wow, okay.
I guess that is the only state senator that died in a duel.
Died in an actual duel. Wow.
But in California, there actually is a distinction between dueling and murder.
Okay.
The institution of dueling had written rules and codes. There was a society that understood duels that were, these were different. They considered them different from cold-blooded murder. Uh-huh. So because of this, they had different laws. For example, if a person slays or prematurely disables another person in a duel in the state, the slayer must provide for the maintenance of the surviving spouse or spouse of the person slain or permanently disabled.
Okay.
And if they had any minor children, they had to provide for them too.
Wow.
And the amount and the frequency were always determined by the state. And it wasn't until 1994 when dueling laws were replaced.
Oh, so you could have still been having duels.
Yeah.
In 1994?
1994.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
So you could
I thought that was an interesting tidbit.
I'm sure a lot of people didn't know that.
Yeah, and I guess in 1994 they had like a kind of a cleanup of these crazy laws that were still on the books. And some of the other laws that they cleaned up was frog jumping contest.
Wait. What do you...
Evidently, I don't know the details, but they did mention that in the article. They said frog jumping contests were illegal. They repealed the wanted dead or alive reward posters too.
Well, why'd they do away with those?
So up to 1994, you could still duel, have frog jumping contests, and make
bounty
alive
bounty hunt for dead or alive guys. Okay, that's cool. That'd be.
So I thought that was an interesting fun fact.
That's very interesting.
During that time period.
That's very interesting.
So my next and last story, this one I thought was kind of interesting, and I maybe some of you knew about this. But did you know that before he marched through Georgia, General Sherman marched to Sutter's Mill?
Didn't know that.
It was there. I guess not many people knew General Sherman had a role in kicking off the Great California Gold Rush. He at the time he was assigned to some administrative duties in the California Territory.
Okay.
Specifically in the port town of Yerba Buena. He arrived. I guess he arrived there 2 days before the town changed their name to San Francisco. At the time, Sherman was just a first lieutenant. Well, his duties in Monterey was quartermaster in charge of building sawmills. Well, in March of 1848, John Sutter and James Marshall arrived in Monterey with the question, is this gold? So, anyway, originally their question was presented to Richard Mason, the colonel in charge at Monterey, who referred them to Sherman. And after making a couple simple tests, Sherman gave his commanding officer the one-word answer that would change the world and help finance the actual Civil War in which Sherman was destined to fight. And that word, of course, was, yes, it is gold.
Wow. That's cool.
The two military officers accompanied Sutter and Marshall to their discovery site and came back with the news that they had seen thousands of men panning for gold, taking out as much as $50,000 a day.
Oh, geez. And how much was gold back then? Like $1 an ounce?
$50,000 a day.
Yeah, so they were getting a lot of gold.
Oh, yeah. It was Sherman who was ordered to write a report, which was sent to President Polk in the nation's capital. The report hit the eastern newspapers, and the gold rush was on.
Interesting.
And I thought that was kind of interesting.
It is. It's.
Did you learn something?
Yes, I learned that you could still duel up to 1994. No, it's all good. No, I learned a lot, and at $50,000, because how much was gold back then? I wonder. So how much were they just? Is that when they used to say that you could just walk across the creek and pick up nuggets and stuff like that?
I think back then, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, God almighty.
And now, I guess now California has a somewhat of another type of gold rush because of all the flooding that they had. You know, what, last year?
I think it was last year.
Can you imagine back in the day, you're sitting on a creek with a log cabin and everything like that, and your kids, they don't have nothing but you have that one daughter that just goes out and collects these rocks all day long.
Yeah.
Brings them back. She's got them all over her room.
Yeah.
They're gold.
Big old gold rocks laying around. Yeah. Quit bringing them things in the house. Yep.
Rob in Kansas posted that it was $20 an ounce in 1849.
Oh, it was that much?
Wow.
So still, to get 50,000 a day. That was how. What's the math on that? I ain't good at math. At 20 an ounce, $50,000. How many ounces?
How many ounces?
Yeah, how many ounces were you getting in a day?
That's
Riddle me that one, Batman. I need to know the answer to that.
You know what's even a crappy panner would have made wages.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh yeah,
well, that's probably all they had.
Fridges.
Right.
I guess it's 2,500 ounces, ain't it?
Is that what it is, Shad?
Yeah, I think so.
In a day.
A day.
2,500 ounces of gold in a day. But you got to think too. These weren't tiny little.
No, right.
And these are nuggets and chunks.
Oh
so,
God, yeah, you know that.
I mean, you're talking pounds of gold being found solid.
It's just crazy though, ain't it?
Huh.
Wow, how much gold was just laying there for the pickings? You know.
Don't wish you could time travel and just scoop that
yes.
crap up.
Yeah.
It's like, there ain't nothing over here. I don't know.
There ain't nothing left in this creek. Move along. Nothing to see here. Yeah.
Then we'll see how many pounds of gold we can carry when we're running. So get back to Swiftwater.
Get back to your phone booth traveling time machine.
Yeah.
Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted.
Part 3 coming out.
Part 3 coming out.
Of what? Bill and Ted?
Yeah, they're doing it.
Sweet.
Well, so those of you who are in California, go out and pan tomorrow just to celebrate Gold Rush Day.
That's right.
The official
That's right.
California Gold Rush Day.
That's right. That's a good reason to go.
No doubt.
Reliving the dream and the memory, and that's cool. That's cool.
Hey, post pictures of you doing it.
Heck yeah, we'd love to see it. Out there celebrating the anniversary of that day. That is cool. Awesome, Kathleen. Loved it.
That was Dredging Up the News.
It's nice. Very nice. That was sweet. That was a good segment. Always is. My gosh. So let me think. What else do we got?
Well, we want to remind folks about the raffle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Still going on.
Mm-hmm. And
Dan.
We got
don't forget, we got to remind everybody and their listeners to be sharing next week's show when I'll be talking about riffle designs
and water flow with Mr. West Coast himself, Scott Kaboom Tony. Yeah.
It should be, like I said, it should be a good show. Like I said, I got a conversation, we were talking earlier, I got a conversation with a guy that was really on this, and he's like, I see some people with this, but they don't do this, and this and that, and the other. I'm like, you know what, I've seen that same thing.
All right.
And I thought, cool. What a good show.
And that's next Wednesday.
Because what's that?
That's next Wednesday on In the Goldfield.
Yes, next Wednesday.
Okay.
Yes,
sweet.
next Wednesday.
All right, we're going to be looking forward to it. It's going to be good. Can't wait to hear it. And like Kathleen said, don't forget, if you want to get raffle tickets and get in on this raffle, don't forget each bag is from each one of the hosts of the show. What are those names of those bags, you guys? I forget.
You're going to put me
Well, Shad will list them out.
Yeah.
Well, why do I got to list them out?
Because you're the producer.
There's some humdingers, I'm telling you.
Uh-huh.
I just got to say, you guys obviously don't pay attention to anything I do.
Well,
we
I
do,
think
but
with your booming voice, you should announce.
Yes,
what's
you should.
written
Oh,
inside.
now I have a booming voice?
Yes, you should. You have that producer voice thing going on. Right?
What are you talking about?
People pay attention when you talk. See, that's what it is. And you do it so well, Shad.
I do.
Uh-huh. And we'll just screw it up, so that's why it's better.
Oh, is that why?
That's why, yeah.
You have no confidence in yourself.
No, none at all.
All right. Well, we have Tim's Tailings, because he loses a ton of gold from putting the mat in on. We have Cooley's Cash, right? Stuff he's been hiding away.
Oh, yeah.
Then we have Swifty's Stash. And then we got Dennis's Diggins. And then you have some Buffalo Horde from Kathleen and I.
Yeah, sweet. But you got to see the pictures on the bags. That's what's cool. Especially like Dennis's and Scott's. They're
yeah, well, I'll describe them.
Describe them, please.
Right? Let's do Dennis's Diggins, right? So obviously it's a toilet seat sitting on top of a mound of dirt with gold in it.
Yeah, it's Dennis.
So that's Dennis. Yep. Swifty Stash. This is my favorite here. It was fun doing this, right? Well, he's in Arizona, so we got a cactus. We have a mustache on the cactus with the red bandana around his neck and a cowboy hat.
We couldn't find a white t-shirt.
You know what's funny about that picture, Shad? When I look at it, it reminds me of Jose Jalapeno from the it does. It looks just like him.
He's on a stick, though.
On his stick, yeah. I swear to God, I see that boom, it pops into my head. Jose Jalapeno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm getting ready to shave down like into a goatee and leave this big mustache on. So this is going to be. Goodness. I can't wait to be showing you guys pictures of that. You'll really love it.
Yeah, we can't wait to see
Swifty
that.
Stash will mean that much more.
Oh, it will.
And see, we also chose the cactus for his prickly pear sauce because the cactus is prickly. So that's how it's all got,
That's how it all came to shape.
It all came about. Then, of course, we have Cooley's Cash, right? So what's cooler than Cooley? Well, maybe some gold shades, right, with dollar signs on them.
And then, of course, the Buffalo Horde.
Well, it's a buffalo, not that fun. Sorry. I got more creative as I went on. Well, we have, of course, Tim's Tailings, which, as you can imagine, is a mound of tailings with the shovel, with the Cronies Club logo at the top of the shovel.
Oh, cool.
But then we got some gold nuggets in the tailing pile because, like I said, Tim loses all his gold, so chances are there's going to be plenty in this bag of his.
There's going to be, yeah. There's definitely going to be. It has to be, yeah. There has to be. So they can have fun going through each one of them bags, and or they can mix them all together. It's up to them how they do it. But it's going to be cool. And you're going to have it from Arizona, some from Ohio, some Indiana, Pennsylvania.
That's what's going to be really fascinating because everything is going to be different when you're canning it.
That's going to be
It's going to really rock people's world.
You're going to have fine gold, coarse gold. It's going to be pretty unique.
There's probably a lot of fine gold in the Ohio stuff.
Yeah.
But I will tell you,
don't forget the lead.
There's some nice black sand, a high quantity of it.
Oh yeah, to make it.
That's going to drive you nuts.
That's right.
Make you really work for it.
That's right.
Yeah.
See?
You guys are going to really love the Arizona pay dirt.
Yeah. And everybody that's purchased tickets so far, we thank you and good luck to everybody. And they're all in the envelope and ready to go. So
I wonder, I wonder who's going to be the hardest. Maybe whoever wins can post who is the hardest
whoever
bag was the toughest. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, honestly, if I'm just thinking, I'm going to have to right now put my money on Scott.
Okay.
Only because you got to think of the consistency and the type of dirt that he's dealing that he shipped it to us to put this together.
Right.
That's dirty stuff, man.
Dirty.
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 It's dirty dirt.
Dirty dirt.
No, it's not. It's been through my machine.
It's dirty dirt. Yeah, it's cool.
Hey, that has been through my high banker.
Yeah, so we want to know whose is the toughest, whoever wins this. And then don't forget, we also want to know if Kathleen's oil insect repellent will actually repel mosquitoes and flies and chiggers. And
I'm going to give the disclosure that I have not field tested this. This is all based on just the research that I've done on the different essential oils that repels bugs.
So see,
camping.
You use it at your own risk.
No, we need a field test, and a guinea pig to do this. So congratulations for winning the raffle.
That's right.
You are officially the guinea pig to our new line of bug spray.
That's right. They might come back and say, I stood in a tent full of mosquitoes like the old Deep Woods Off commercial and didn't get bit by one. So, never know.
Stick your arm in a vat of mosquitoes.
Yeah, we want to know.
See what happens.
Shove it up
watch even more mosquitoes get them than normal.
Shove it up into a bee's nest and see if anything happens. We just need to know these things.
And we have to say, when you panning all this stuff, using the oils, looking at the flint crystals, checking out the cool decals,
that's right.
You gotta be wearing the red bandana.
That's right, you do. And then we want to see a picture of that too. That'd be cool. Hopefully you got a big old mustache with that red bandana. So, good luck to everybody. Like we said, tickets are still available until February 10th, you said, Shad?
February 10th is when we're doing the draw,
so February.
4 weeks.
How do you do it?
Shad?
Well, make sure you are a member of goldprospectorspace.com. If not, just go to us, sign up, free to join, and then you'll go to the raffle tab up on the menu at the top. That will then take you to a page where it explains the raffle, the prizes, shows some cool little banner, and then you can choose either to do the $5 donation or the $20 donation. $20 gets you 5 tickets, $5 gets you just 1, and it's easy.
Yep, that's all it takes.
So you just click it; it'll actually take you to, I think, like PayPal, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it'll be PayPal.
So that way, even if you don't have a PayPal account, you can still pay through a credit card or some other way. If you have a PayPal, you can just link it there and pay directly.
Yeah, easy peasy. And don't forget also that a lot of the crony memberships are coming due again. Been seeing those come in. So if you're not sure, go to the settings on the right side of the page. Click that. It'll take you to the page. Scroll down below your name, and it'll tell you if it's time or not, won't it, Shad?
That's right. If you want to see for yourself when yours is due, because obviously a lot of people have been joining throughout the year, when you log into your profile on goldprospectorspace.com, on the right-hand side, you'll see your name, sign out, inbox, alerts, friends, and then right below is settings. Click on settings, scroll on down, and it'll have a membership section that will have the Cronies Club when it expires. So if you're about to expire, you can renew now, or you can wait until it expires and just click the renew button or visit the Cronies Club tab. And if you expired, it won't let you in and tell you to renew.
That's right.
Simple.
Easy peasy. And then also don't forget, last but not least, the patron, for those that just want to contribute all year long or just for a little bit, you can become a patron. And for our premium patrons, we're going to be giving away 2 more bags of unsearched cons from the pit, courtesy of Dennis Dayton. We'll be doing that around the first week of February, so that's available for those. And I think I'm still forgetting something. Oh, the hats. If you're interested in the hat, I think we're up to like 6 people that want them, so get about 4 more, we'll go ahead and order them. So, the Crony Club beanies, which Kathleen and Shad love them.
I've been wearing the heck out of mine.
It's like, I'm going to have to get one this time. Scott, are you going to order one?
I don't know yet. I'm going to try. I like I said, there's a lot of things going on right now. I don't know.
You'd look really good in one.
I want one, but I just, like I said, if I catch them, I catch them. If I don't, great that it goes to the listeners and stuff like that. So.
Roger that. Okay, cool. Well, and on that note, I think we covered everything, Shad. I think. Kathleen, did we?
Yeah.
Yep, we sure did.
All right, well, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Don't forget to join us Sunday night when our guest will be Kimmy Price from Girls Rock Metal Detecting. So for all you metal detectorists out there and all the lady metal detectorists out there, there you go. This one's for the ladies. So be here for that Sunday, 7:30, right here on Prospector Radio. Until then, we're out of here. Good night, everybody. Have a great week. Take care.
Good night.
Good night, Gold Diggers.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.